Oh, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Two Bob. My name is Craig. It's 8 o'clock in the evening down here in Brisbane. It's a beautiful evening. It's not too cold. As you can see, I'm just wearing my t-shirt, so it's not too bad at all. Okay, tonight's topic is the Big Bang Theory 2.0. I've got a few 2.0s out there in my videos, so this is just another. It's not really an upgrade, it's just basically another dig at this ridiculous theory. The Big Bang Theory, as you've probably heard of, it's bulldust from head to toe. It's just pure and utter rubbish. It's a rubbish theory. It's very easy to disprove this theory. So this video is going to be divided into two parts. It's very easy to disprove this theory, which is part one, and part two is why. Why do so many people subscribe to this theory? Why? Why do they do it? We're going to talk about that a little bit later on. Okay, the Big Bang Theory tells us that there are three fundamental elements: matter, space, and time. Those three things came into existence at the exact same time, an event that's known as the Big Bang. The Big Bang is what brought those things into existence simultaneously. That's the term you've got to remember in all this. They came into existence at the exact same time. Now, it's very easy to show that this simply is logically impossible. What is the only logical way you can create space? What's the only logical way you can create space? Well, think about this for a second. What is the one thing we know about matter? Matter occupies space. So how do you create space? In a specific area, if matter is here in this specific area and you want to create space here, well, you just move the object, don't you? Okay? So the only logical way you can create space is to move whatever is currently occupying that space. It's not that hard. That's all you need to know, right? So the very existence in order to create space, matter has to be there before you can create space. So that obviously proves then that matter and space could not have come into existence at the exact same time, because one depends on the other. One depends on the other being there before the other. That's really, really simple logic, Now let's talk about matter. Well, again, just use a little bit of common sense. Matter can only expand into space which is already there. How can matter expand if there's no space? Obviously, there has to be space there. So space is a logical prerequisite for the expansion of matter. That's really, really simple. Now, we're told that the universe, the Big Bang Theory occurred around 13.8 billion years ago. So what was there before this point in time? What was there before 13.8 billion years ago? Well, what else could there be? If matter occupies space, then what was there before the 13.8 billion years ago? Well, nothing, just empty space. So space, by its very own nature, has to be eternal if matter is finite. Again, it's just so easy to disprove this dumb theory. Now, what about time? Well, how can the Big Bang event create time? Time is a concept. We created time. Time conceptually goes back to negative infinity. So with respect to a specific point in time, for example, the present, time goes back to negative infinity and it goes forward towards positive infinity. It's just common sense. So if the universe began 13.8 billion years ago, now I don't care when it began. Let's just use it as a marker. 13.8 billion years ago. Well, that's not eternity, isn't it? So again, time is a concept. It's a non-physical thing. It's non-physical. The Big Bang event can only create physical things. Time is not physical. It's made up. We made time up ourselves. It's a concept that we created. It's really that simple. Now, what about the singularity? Now, there are some that say that the Big Bang event originated from absolutely nothing, and there are some that say it originated from the singularity. Now, it obviously didn't originate from nothing, because nothing cannot give rise to anything. Nothing gives rise to nothing. Now, there are pundits out there that believe that the universe came from nothing. Lawrence Krauss, for example, is a physicist that holds that position. Again, I don't even bother with that. That's just rubbish. It's just bull dust. It really is. Nothing. Everything that begins to exist has a cause, right? And that cause is either intelligent or non-intelligent. It's really, really simple, okay? So the universe had a beginning, therefore it has a cause. So the cause of the universe is either intelligent or non-intelligent. Okay, let's talk about the singularity. What is this singularity? What is it? It has to be physical, isn't it? I mean, if you're a physicist and you're talking about the origins of the universe, then the only option you have is the assumption that the singularity is physical in nature. Now, as I said to you before, anything which is physical in nature consists of matter, and matter occupies space. Matter occupies space. So the singularity could not possibly be infinitesimally small. That's one lie they tell us. The singularity has to occupy a finite amount of space. Now, I don't know what that is, conceptually, but we're told over and over again that the singularity is infinitesimally small. You cannot possibly have an infinitesimally small object. Again, these are lies. You understand? From head to toe, the Big Bang Theory is just pure rubbish. Please just get rid of this theory from your mind. Just like the theory of evolution, the Big Bang Theory is nothing but a splinter in your mind, right? Now, the Big Bang Theory is entertained by both atheists and theists alike. Now, it's only really the atheists that kind of really worships this theory, just as they do with the theory of evolution. The theists that believe in the Big Bang Theory, they kind of believe so just to save face, just to kind of make sure they don't rock the boat, so to speak. They want to believe that they want to be seen to have a view which is consistent with today's science. But just like the theory of evolution, the Big Bang Theory is not science at all. It's just bunk. It really is, as I've just shown you. Now, why do so many people believe in it? Well, it's like the theory of evolution and the Big Bang Theory are like brother and sister. You know, they're like siblings, unholy siblings, and so they complement each other. What they do, it cradles the impression of God's existence. The more you think about the Big Bang Theory, the more you can fantasize and see up in here only, that all of this is possible without God, without the presence of an intelligent cause behind the universe. And that's fundamentally what's going on here. I guarantee it. All right? The Big Bang Theory provides an excellent impression of God's non-existence. Now, obviously, there are theists that believe in this Big Bang Theory, and they also believe in God. They're just deluded. You know what I mean? They're just sellouts. You know what I mean? There are Christian theists out there that believe in the Big Bang Theory. They believe in it because they're just too afraid to stand up to those that are willing to push this Big Bang Theory narrative down people's throats. But I'm willing to stand up to it now. You know, the Big Bang Theory is rubbish. Now, if you're a theist and you believe in the Big Bang Theory, you need to grow up. But you're an atheist and you believe in the Big Bang Theory, you need to grow up faster. So please just grow up. The Big Bang Theory is just pure and utter bunk. Okay, that's all it is. Okay? Any theory which facilitates the impression of God's non-existence is basically a theory that threatens to bring down our humanity, which is up here, down to an animal level. And that's fundamentally what's going on here. The Big Bang Theory is used to bring us from here down to here, right? But those that believe the Big Bang Theory, ultimately they still love their family. They still love their family and friends. And so they borrow from a worldview which cradles the existence, the need to express that love. You can only get that from a loving God which bestowed upon you that capacity and compunction to care, right? You don't get that from the Big Bang Theory. That's just a lie. That's like a splinter in your mind, which is trying to suppress what you know is good in your heart. God has given you the heart to care. The Big Bang Theory is like a splinter in the mind. It's just like the theory of evolution. It's a splinter. Just get rid of the splinter. Pull the splinter out of your mind, and you're free just to follow your heart, that you know deep down was given to you, was bestowed upon you by an almighty, loving God. That's really, really that simple. Anyway, that's all I have to say. This is the Big Bang Theory 2.0. I can promise you now, it's a ridiculous theory, and you need to stand up to it. Now, by the grace of God, there are many people that bypass the Big Bang Theory. They just borrow from a theistic worldview, which assumes God's providence and love in this world. And they borrow from that, and that's terrific. So, God exists. The Big Bang Theory is being used to seduce people into thinking that there is no God behind all this. But check out my other videos I've done on my channel. Just check out my channel in its entirety, and you can see there is a loving God, and the Big Bang Theory just has no place at all in the world of academia or anywhere in the educational system. It's a rubbish theory. Get rid of it from your textbooks, but most of all, purge this theory from your mind. It's that simple. God bless you all.